whole show last week. We're going to double down on it this week. But one of the great things about this Coaches Show program is that we touch all levels of sports. So we went high school. This time we're going to do a little bit of middle school and mix it in. And tonight, joined with me, we're going to go with a little bit of royalty tonight. The Taft Royals are in the house. We'll talk to head coach Rick Myers. We also joined out here at the coaches station here with, of course, Coach Tim Kent, and then special teams Coach Nicholas is also here with us. But we got the student athletes right now. Going to talk about Mr. Tomalik Benson and then Tito Roldan. Guys, thank you so much for taking time to join us on the Coaches Show tonight. Players, guys, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great right now.
Okay. All right. Now, guys, I hope we're getting camera shots, guys, of the hardware these guys are wearing. We're going to talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But first, Coach Myers, good evening to you first, sir. How are you doing?
Well, we are doing absolutely great. We're so honored to be on your show and be part of the Coaches Show today, and honored that this week we got an email from you guys, and we just been on cloud nine and just all week last week when we got it, and after a great victory last week, and now we come here. So we are excited to be here, man. We are ready, man. Yeah.
Great stuff. So, Coach, talk to me about the philosophy and things that you're trying to convey to your athletes this year for this season.
Well, I'll tell you what, the first thing that I can tell you, sir, is that each one of our guys academically, they will not play on our football team unless they are making good grades.
All right.
And if they start failing in good grades, then they will be set down for a period of time until they get that back up to it meets my standards. The second thing is that we teach them the fundamentals of football, of tackling, and of going ahead and blocking and knowing. And I'm so blessed this year. I actually coached last year at Taft as a third coach, and I really enjoyed that. But we take the fundamentals of when we go to practice, we work on everything we possibly can to be better tomorrow than we are today. And that's exactly what we work on. We want these guys, when they come out, to be ready to play football, to play it safely, ready to go, and we want to make sure that as far as me, I've been coaching over 25 years, and I know that I've never seen a team like this at our facility ever. I've never seen a team like this that has so much talent, and so I'm really thrilled to be their coach and have two great coaches working with me.
I don't have any eligibility left, but what he just said got me ready to play. Guys, so tell me, what is, and I'm going to come to you first, Tomalik. You are the quarterback for the team, and, of course, the running back, of course, Tito. So we have a good combination right here tonight,
Yes,
guys who work together consistently.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what is practice like, Tomalik?
Practice is good. Like, I like how our team work together. Cause I like how they get focused, and then I like being with a good competitive team. Like, I like they all coachable. I like how the coaching staff is, all that. Like.
So it's the whole thing is good.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Tito, how about the tempo at practice? Because I'm listening to Coach Myers here talk. You guys must be coming with some energy and as you guys are practicing. Tell me about the energy that goes on at practice.
The energy is great. It's like everybody just has a high spirit, never low. Every practice is like up there, like get better and better and better.
Okay, that's good stuff. Good stuff. So when you decided to play running back, what is that a choice? Is that something you just found the love for in the process?
I mean, I just love hitting, and running back, they hit a lot. That's why I'm also linebacker.
Okay, all right. Okay, so in other words, you like to apply the punishment and then give it too. Okay,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Of course, quarterback play, Tomalik. So now you're reading defenses and getting your offense going. When it comes to the practices, what are the things that you're trying to convey to the receivers and to the whole unit? Because it's not just about the skill, it's about everybody being on the same page.
I tell them, I was like, just make sure you have your pass blocked. Like, make sure y'all blocking for me, and I'll make the play happen. I tell the wide receiver, if they see something open, let me know. Give a signal, and then y'all can run the route. And then if you open, you might get the ball.
Okay. All right. So working for that. Coach Myers, coming back to you before I let some of your other coaches talk here. You guys are talking, your players are talking about the philosophy, the energy, the camaraderie that's coming on. How fun is it to teach a group that absorbs that and they have talent to go with it? Come on now.
Man, I tell you what, it's just absolutely thrilling to be able to come out there and to be able to see these guys get in their pads, get out there, You know, we don't have to do a whole lot of motivation. And to actually see the energy that they get out there. I mean, can I talk about the last game?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
go right ahead.
So we played last Tuesday night. We won 44-14. And the last touchdown, we kind of put some guys in, and it just kind of scored that last touchdown and went on. But I'm telling you, Tom Malik on the end scored 6 touchdowns in that game.
Oh.
And he scored 3 running. He scored 1, picked up a fumble and ran back, and he threw for 2. And the 2 he threw was Tito. And so these guys, but that's not it. We've got other guys on the team. We have guys called, his name is Will. He's an excellent running. He runs. We got the guy named Micah, the guys that are on the ends that can go through. We got Levi. Levi has just buffed himself up, and he's just able to run right through the line. And then I got great guys like Justin, and even through adversity, Justin's house burned down last week. And we were sad. I mean, everybody has pitched in to help him and his family. It didn't bother him. He's at practice, ready to go. And we're just excited about when I got 2 of the great guys that are working with me, and we are working to come bring home to Taft Royals a championship team this year. Energy, yeah.
I love that. That's absolutely wonderful. Prayers to the family that is going through the storm. So, guys, in the win, talk to me about it. What were the best moments of that, Tito? What was the best moment of the game? Obviously winning, but what was the best moment during the game that you felt like, man, this is really all that work I did, this is paying off?
Man, right when I kicked that ball, man, I knew it was on. Like,
so you also work on special teams, play on
Yes,
special
sir.
teams. Okay, so kicker, so
Kicker.
Okay, all right. For you, Tommy Lee. I mean, it's hard to get past 6, but I mean, if you had to choose something else in the game.
If I had to choose something else, I would choose how. When we first met our tackles, the whole team got hyped and dabbing up each other. I like how they play together, like they focus on each other, like they come as a team.
Coach Myers, if you don't mind switching the headset to Coach.
Can I say one more thing?
Oh, please.
I want to let you know about our team. Our team actually has our center is a lady, a young lady, and she's our center on the team. These kids love her. She's great. She was our center last year. And we have her, and we also have 2 special education kids that wanted to play football. We have them. So we're very diverse on our team because I want everybody to have that opportunity at Taft to play football if they want to play.
That's outstanding. What is her name?
Eliana is her name, and it's David, and it's Tyrone, guys? Tyrone?
I think so.
Yeah, so, yeah. I'll switch this with you. Here you go, Coach.
No problem. As the coaches are switching headsets for just a moment, Tom Malik and Tito, tell me real quick here. Describe to me this hardware that you guys are coming on here with. Go ahead, Tito. What's the story behind the T-chain?
The T-chain is exactly what it sounds like. T-chain is like if you do something good, you could just rock it.
Okay, so it's rocking it during the game primarily. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Or like after halftime.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. If it belongs to me, it belongs to me. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Tom Malik. So the hardware that you got on. What's the story behind this?
All right, the story behind this, I was in class, right, and then my friend came back from the fair because he was doing his little drum line thing. He was like, I want you to have fun with it. He said, you can keep it. You can go to the interview with it. I was like, I appreciate it.
To make sure you look good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. On the headset now, I have, of course, the DC, Tim Kent. Good evening to you, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So talk to me, philosophy-wise, defense. What are you trying to teach these kids in terms of trying to be, what style and how you want to project your style of defense to them?
It's all about being physical. You know, it's all about being physical and not being scared. You know, the same team put the same pads on, cleats on, gear, and all that. You know, it's all about going hard for your brothers on the field. You know, look out for your brothers. And I believe in speed first. Speed kills. And I like this defense, that we have. And I remember last year, Coach Myers came up to me and he was like, Kent, it would be an honor for you to be my defense coordinator. At first, I was hesitant, but I always remember, I'm doing it for these boys. And I love I love all my students. So, and I wanted to also bring that Mississippi mentality to Oklahoma too.
Okay.
As far as football wise, and born and raised in Mississippi, we take football serious. And just to see these group of young men out here playing hard for us, not only for me but for Myers and Coach Nichols, sir, it's an honor. And I also want to give a big shout out to our great AD, Coach Eric Parker. Yeah. And what he has done at this school for not just us, but for every other athletic program. Brand new jersey, the chains. It's just motivation. Yes, sir, towards us too.
Outstanding. One thing I really wanted to touch on that Coach Myers said, and I want to talk to you about it. Right now, there is a lot of outside influences when it comes to football technique. You guys are teaching skill and fundamentals, and that means players being able to understand the correct technique to wrap up, not just throwing yourself around. And it helps it will help them as they progress into high school and beyond if they choose. Talk to me a little bit about the importance nowadays of making sure you're teaching proper technique.
As we all see it, we have a lot of head injuries going on now. And it's not just the NFL level, it's the middle school level, it's the, Pee Wee football level. And we always teach the boys going there head up first. Never going there with your head down. And we always talk to them about wrapping up. And it's just all about being careful because, head trauma, it's at an all-time high now with football players, CTE. And so we just teach the boys, it starts at a young age. And it starts, with us, and as they work their way up, what? Yeah,
I got you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Coach Myers, I'll talk to you again for just a second. Guys, Tommy, do you play on defense as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what's the difference in mentality that you switch when you guys switch modes between you and Tito both? When you guys go to defense, what is your mindset change from offense to defense?
My offense changed to offensive defense because I like defense. I like defense a lot because defense win games. So when I'm on defense, I go kill mode. When I'm on offense, I gotta go smart mode because I'm a quarterback, so I gotta read the defense and all that. Offense, defense. It's just different to me. It's just like more contact happening.
Now, Tito, give me some of the juice that Tom Malik just gave.
Offense is not really switching for me because either I'm getting the ball on offense or I'm not getting the ball at all on defense. Sometimes I get the ball, but but it just don't switch because offense and defense, I'm going to really start hitting because offense, I got to run the ball, and defense, I got to tackle the ball carrier.
Well, you guys are seeing, at the ultimate level now, we have a young man in Colorado who's playing both sides.
Sure.
It's unheard of nowadays. So conditioning takes a lot into that.
Sure.
So how are you guys taking care of yourselves? Because you can't go all out on offense and then come on defense and take some plays off.
Yeah.
How do you guys balance that? Because you got to, if you finish running a 40-yard touchdown, obviously the coach is going to give you a chance to get your air back before you put you out there. But how do you guys stay focused on that?
I stay focused because your body tired, but your mind not tired.
Okay.
That's what I heard from my old wild man. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Tito, what you?
Me, I just take care of my body. Either I just take it slow on my gaining food, or I just take care of myself.
You got to staying hydrated and things. So big game tomorrow night, Coach. Game 2 of the season, trying to go 2-0 on the season so far. What is, as you guys are playing tomorrow night, if folks don't know, Monday night is not the only night for football in Oklahoma. Tuesday night football at Taft Stadium is pretty good too. Middle School Tuesday. For most people who don't know, I actually that's one of the things I used to do was Middle School Tuesday. I was PA at middle school games for quite a while. So as your team is getting ready, what are some things that you're looking forward to seeing on your team as they progress into Game 2 tomorrow night?
Well, I always tell everybody when we start the season, I said offense scores points, but defense wins games. And when Kent and when Coach Q, when they get things together for defense and make it happen, our offense is going to score points, but we got to have that defense to stop. So we are getting ready to play John Marshall, who won last year the city championship, and they only beat us 14-8 the year before. So we are ready, and we are ready to go, and we're ready to see you guys out there on the field, and we ain't holding back nothing. So you better bring your first game, brother, because we are coming down, and we are going to do the most thing, sir, I'll tell them is that they go out there and they play with honor. In our locker room, you'll see a thing there. It says, we're not afraid of anybody, but if we win or lose, we win with honor, and that's what we do. We walk away with a handshake, and we'll work for the next game, but our goal is to win all 8 or 9 games this year and go to the city championship and bring it home to the Taft Royals.
Sir.
Boy, I'm ready. Great game. Tomorrow night, that game will start at 6, correct?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, 7 o'clock. I want to make sure everybody knows that. 7 o'clock, make sure you go over to Taft Stadium tomorrow night. If you don't get your football field tonight, there's a way to get it tomorrow night. When you guys as you guys have progressed and gone through practice this year, what are you most eager? What's your goal this year? Obviously, to win the title. That's what your coach said.
Yes, sir.
But there's always something else that you want to get better at. What's something, Tito, you want to get better at?
I want to get better at like running back, seeing the field, like getting better at knowing what to do,
Okay.
like in my position.
So in other words, when they hand you the ball, being able to see the vision of where the cutback lane is. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I got you.
I need to work on like seeing the field more. Cause like I look at one side but never look at the other side. I just need to work on the field more.
So in other words, learning to progress in reads.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that, Tom Malik. That's fine. Coach, if there was some things that that you're hoping that this team builds in terms of the camaraderie, because you said about how great this group of guys are, talk to me about what you see in this family environment of the guys when things don't always go so well. How are they able to react to those little moments of adversity?
Well, sir, when we get inside the school, I'm a security specialist at Taft Middle School. I'm not a teacher.
Okay.
And I am blessed to be able to see these guys day in and day out. But I want to see them, and like I said earlier, I want to see them, number one, academically. I want to see their grades up. Because when football's over with, they got to find something else or go to that next level. Number two, I want to see when they leave here that they find a school that they can go to and use their talents, whether it be Northwest Classen or whether it be wherever they go. I hope it's Northwest Classen. If not, I want them to be absolutely the better man. I want them to grow to be young men and young lady. I want them to grow to be the kind of person that says, I came, I did the best I could, and I won. And I did the best I could, and I lost. Whatever that is, they give it 100%. I'm okay with it because these guys know that when it gets down they get down into the really trenches of things, they will pull it up. They will bring their hearts where they need to be, and they will go. And I love it. Tito comes to us every game, and he says, Pop Myers, he says, Coach, I want to go ahead and pray. Can we pray? And I said, you just go ahead, brother. You just pray for this team, and he'll lead us to the Lord in prayer. And that is the best thing. And them kids all say it with him. And they are a team, and they are together, and they are wanting to win the championship.
All right. That's a lot said there, Coach. I am extremely, and I'm sure as our listeners are tonight, extremely impressed with the energy, the way and the high standard that the program is being operated under, the camaraderie within the coaches that translates to the fun that the young men and women are having at the school. My final question would be for both of you guys tonight. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to thank for what, I mean, the coaches already have, but is there somebody special, Tito, you want to thank?
I want to thank my coach in Nevada, in Oklahoma, in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Coach Billy. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know everything I know.
Okay. All right. Tom Malik.
I want to thank my big brother Hassan.
Okay. All right.
He taught me everything I know.
Okay, because he's watching. He's watching this, right?
Yeah, I follow his footsteps.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good, Coach. As there, all your coaches have done a great job in sharing, in terms of who the administration, but what about this wonderful, this is the biggest crowd we have had here at the Coaches Show this year. Talk about these wonderful parents and support that you guys are getting. I mean,
well, first of all, I will tell you that little lady, where she's at over there, she has watched my back through 25 years of coaching. And there's times that I'd walk up and down in Little League football, and she was right behind me. And that woman, when I first married her, we've been married 43 years.
Congratulations.
And when I married, just recently, and I married her, she didn't even know one thing hardly about football. She watched me when she was very young come and play football. And she, later I married her and had that privilege of doing that. But she also, but I want to tell you, I want to thank Toy for coming, and Tito's mom, and Robert and Nancy, and their daughter, and everybody, and all the ones that came in that are here. And I want to thank Northwest Classen for their support to us. They come over and support us during the ball game, and Coach Wesley. And I want to thank Miss Landers, our principal, and Miss G, and Mr. Peterson, and Miss Hamilton. They completely keep us in line. They love on us. They tell us, listen, when I started there, Taft was a mess. And I'm not saying it's me, because it's not. But I'm just saying is, well, we in there, and I told them when they hired me, I said 3 years ago, I'm going to show them love first. If they don't want love, they got to get some discipline. So either way, and that's what I do at this ball team. I'll show them love. Tom, Malik, and Tito know it. But if they ain't doing it, Coach Kent can do the discipline. I'm for that all the way. Or Coach Q.
No doubt about that. So, Coach, congratulations on early season success. We're going to continue to hope for continued success for your team. Good luck tomorrow night. Okay, John Marshall.
Sir.
They have you. Guys, better be ready tomorrow night. Now, before we get ready to go to break real quick, we're going to let you guys see the crown. That's, of course, the royalty flag crown.
Let's hear it for everybody, huh, when we do that. Come on, all of you that are here.
But before that, I got to tell you, you're listening to the Oklahoma City Coaches Show. Oklahoma, that's a false start. The Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show. Yeah. Sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metrotech Technology Center, Kai's Concepts, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and the Oklahoma City Dodger Foundation. Take a look at the crown. We'll be right back right after this. We're clear.
Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749. Sponsored by Term Provider.
Are you facing an unexpected financial emergency? You need WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com can help you get up to $3,000 fast. WeFixMoney.com is free to use, available 24/7, and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to the name you trust, WeFixMoney.com. If you need emergency cash up to $3,000 for bills or anything else, type WeFixMoney.com directly into your browser. That's WeFixMoney.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I've got a hot tip for you if you want to refresh your home for fall and save on it all. Get to Kohl's right now. I just shopped their limited time home deals, and not only did I save an extra 15%, I also got a great deal on a Ninja blender, an entire cookware set for under $60, and so much more. Plus, I earned Kohl's cash. So what are you waiting for? Get your home refresh done and set for fall fun. Get to Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 17th. 15% off end September 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Everyone is losing their heads over Six the Musical. Variety says Six is a solid 10. The New York Times proclaims Six totally rules. Now Six is coming to the Civic Center Music Hall for 1 week only, starting September 26th. Get tickets at okcbroadway.com.
This is your Black Health 365 moment. September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, a time to raise awareness about prostate cancer and generate support for those affected by the disease. Research shows that prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers among men, and 1 in 5 African-American men will develop prostate cancer. What can you do? Encourage the men in your life.
Okay, first of all, everybody should hear me right now.
Yes, sir.
So, Carlos, how does it sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. All right. Now, don't get all soft spoken on me now. No, I need the same thing. Now, if it's too loud in your headphones, I need you to talk a little louder than that.
Yes, sir.
So what position you play?
Oh, I play quarterback, but that's my main position. But you know what I'm saying, I can play anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. All I know is everybody's gonna get on you, start telling you how pretty you look if you're not gonna talk. So okay, Elijah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How's it sound? Too loud?
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, Coach Bernine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we go here in 2 minutes. We'll start. All right.
Pre-game concert featuring Steve-O Green. 4 p.m. on the Chevy main stage. The main event, Prairie View versus Grambling at 6 p.m. Against me against you. Prairie View has won 5 games in a row. But will this game be the one they say, enough is enough? Don't forget the Big Show halftime battle of the bands. The post-game concert with Chrisette Michelle. The 2023 State Fair Classic, presented by Chevy. Saturday, September 30th. 1 ticket, 7 major events. Sponsored in part by the City of Dallas, Dallas Sports Commission, Golden Chick, Methodist Hospital, and Chevy. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. The 2023 State Fair Classic.
The best place to be for every Sooner home game is CBS pregame at Pepe Delgado's on Campus Corner in Norman. 2 hours before every home kickoff. Get the latest news, the hottest storylines, and predictions with me, James Hale and Jay Swick. Come and grab a cold drink and the food you need before kickoff. Then after the game, join us immediately for CBS postgame. Jay Swick and the great Thomas Lott will join us at Pepe's for a reaction to the game, along with your phone calls and comments while you're eating and enjoying the great authentic Mexican food at Pepe's, located at 786 Asp Avenue in Norman. They'll have a great game day special every week. It's CBS pre and post game, every home Oklahoma Sooner game with me, James Hale, Jay Swick, and the great Thomas Lott. It's football, food, and fun at Pepe's on your home for CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show. Yes, sir. Football still continues to be the theme. We got really out there strong with the Taft Royals, and now we're going to take it to the high school level and keep that same energy as I welcome to the set probably one of the biggest surprises in the city, in the metro area right now. I am joined at the table with the Classen SAS Comets are in the house tonight. I am joined at the table here, of course, with head coach Travis Burdine. I have players Carlos Hardiman and Elijah Green joining me at the table. Guys, congratulations on such an incredible start. It has been the talk of the town. You guys are in Class 4A, and right now I don't understand why you guys ain't getting no love for some rankings right now. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Somebody going to have to explain to me who are making those votes, because normally when it comes to Classen SAS, and this is not an insult in any way, we talk about their outstanding tennis, we talk about their outstanding basketball, but it's a new thing to talk about their outstanding football. So, Coach Burdine, let's talk about that right now. This is a team that has made an amazing turnaround this offseason coming into this. Tell me what is behind what's going on in Comet Nation right now.
This is just basically the philosophy of the kids. You know, when I came in, I decided that we had to shake up the system. And, you know, when you get kids that, like you said, they're well-rounded, well-educated, football was not on the scale of excellence. Well, you know, when you come in, you want to bring in excellence as in any other sport. So I made the kids start to believing in themselves. That was the main thing, was believing that you can compete with all these other schools. But, you know, it's like any other thing. When we're a 5-year school, you got to take your bumps and bruises in the beginning. And that was the main thing, was, you know, excuse my French, but when you get tired of taking those bumps and bruises, you're either going to man up or you're going to lay down.
Well said. So, guys, when he shook this table up, Carlos, I'm going to come to you first. Tell me, you know, first of all, what position that you play?
Well, I'm an athlete. You know, I can play all around, but my main position right now is quarterback.
Okay, main position is quarterback. It's a pretty important position. I'll let you have that one. Yeah. So talk to me about the change. You knew you was going to get that. I already knew. We talking about it before we got back from break. You were going to say, well, I'm going to be an athlete. But I'm like, just tell him I'm QB1. Man. That's all you need to say. But first of all, so talk to me, Carlos, a little bit about the change. How did that change come about, and how did you feel about it when it started happening?
At first, so it took like a couple weeks for us to figure out who the new head coach was going to be, and so we were all like on the edge, you know. We were waiting for spring ball to start and everything, and so we figured out it was Coach Burdine. You know, everybody was like, well, like they didn't really know him yet, and then he came in, he brought the energy for everybody. He really like he said, he gave everybody belief. He like just turned everybody up, you know.
Okay. Elijah, come to you. So how would you describe that change that came in? Now you're understanding there's a new system coming in. What goes on with that? Because a new system it's not always easy to accept, but there are some challenges. How did he challenge you early on?
Well, first of all, with the coaching change, it was kind of challenging, but like with the coaching change and when the last past years, it was 3 coaching changes, so it was just something new again. I had personally previously been knowing Coach Brown for since my freshman year, so I've been having the opportunity to grow with him as an individual. So him just coming in and gaining another spot in our lives, I would say, because I don't really look at him as a coach. Like, for real, he kind of more of a mentor, because he just there for us. He holds us accountable because he holds himself accountable first. So that just keeps us going in itself, for real.
Coach, when you hear the young men talk about the change and transition, it's always about when they experience it, when it clicks for them. When do they have that moment, that ooh moment, the light bulb comes on? During fall camp, when did that occur? When did you start seeing that there's a little bit sense of difference about this team?
You know, I seen it in the years prior, but I really grasped it and seen it once they understood that I'm not going to not be there for them. You know, and I came in and, you know, I sat and talked with every kid and every athlete, every parent, and told them that my goal is coming in. I'm not making football players. You know, and everybody has said this all the time, is I don't come in to coach with an ego, and I don't come in to coach for me. I come in to coach for the kids. And by when I'm saying I coach it for them, it's a lifelong lesson. I want to see what type of man they are. I want to see what they're going to be later on in life, not just after the game on a Friday night. Like when you go to college, basically what type of person you're going to be, because it's my job as a coach to coach you for lifelong lessons, not just Friday night success. So when I started coaching with them, I started seeing the kids understand, like, hey, coach done bought into me. Because, you know, most programs you go to, they say is, oh, when the kids buy in, then the program is good. That's wrong. Well, I can't speak for the coach. I can only speak for me when I say this. It's wrong because I got to buy into the kids because each kid is different. I got to find out which kid to motivate, how to talk to, how to push, how to pull back. And once they started seeing, like, coach is not just here to coach me. He's, like he said, he's here to mentor me. Then that's when I seen the light click that I could change and develop them individually, but also put in my system.
Guys, Carlos, talk to me about the chemistry that's created in the locker room, because when you have something infectious like this in a positive light, how has that changed the locker room?
Well, so in the locker room, you know, we're all it's all a brotherhood. You know, we all got each other's back. We can all play around with each other. We all keep it real with each other, and I think we all help each other, like, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're there for each other. You know.
Now, Elijah, coming back to you, there's always going to be some tough moments coming in through practice, some adversity and some things going on. How do you think this team feels right now about its ability to handle situations like that?
That's a great question. Ability to handle situations like that. I feel like our ability to handle situations like that, we've been preparing for it all summer, to be honest. The way we've been battle tested and in previous years, we've been going through a process together to where it hasn't felt the best. As you can, like, tell, like, our record haven't been the best or whatever, but it hasn't stopped us from moving forward together as a team and really striving through, like, really just going through all that pain together. So then it just building us up to, it's just, hey, what we say, we call it a revenge tour, and we just on the revenge tour now.
Elijah, what position do you play?
Yes, so I play, like you said, I'm an athlete, but I'm a cornerback and wide receiver.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you guys working together. And for folks who don't know, let me explain to you and throw you some numbers. Last year, this team was 2-8. Right now, they're off to a 3-0 start. They're averaging 56.3 points per game, giving up only 23 points per game. That means they're plus 33 on that category. So that just tells you that there has been a turnaround. Now, things are about to get tougher, Coach. Your guys are stepping into district play this week, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are against Bridge Creek this year. Sir. So what are you telling your guys? Because the non-conference or out-of-conference or whatever you want to call it play, those games before, these are the ones that count. These are the ones that are going to really define what you are. And I'm sure your philosophy is the next game up is the most important one. So what are you telling them about what's about to happen in district play?
Well, district, as everybody knows, I classify it as 0-0. That everything we done up to now, that doesn't mean nothing. You know, it's great on your record. It's great on the scoring. It helped kids develop. But now it's when it matters. So I tell them, as we came in Sunday morning, it was like, hey, it's time to change to a new season. You know, and I told them, it's like we take steps along the way, where you have summer ball that'll get you ready for the scrimmages. Scrimmages get you ready for your non-conference game. Your non-conference games get you ready for district. So I told them, is at each step as a coach, I'll make sure that you develop to be better. So now it's time to show what I've taught you. So now when they come in, they know that, yeah, we get to joke around, but yeah, now it's time to really buckle down, because our seniors only got these last 7 games. You know, and that's the sad thing, because, you know, I have been with most of them since, because I was their track coach as well. But I tell them, is I don't want their season to end just on 7 games. So, you know, what is your legacy? How committed are you to keep going on to the next level, basically the next game?
Okay, since I asked this question out of order, I got to go backwards. Since you guys basically put the 3 games to bed on Sunday, I got to ask one more couple questions about the 3 games so far.
Yeah, of course,
and then after that, then whatever I said, you guys got to let that go by the time the end of the show, because the coach said it's 0-0, so I'm going to get in trouble for this.
No,
so,
sure.
Okay, out of the first 3 games, which one, Elijah, coming to you first,
Yes,
which game to you were you most proud of, or what you were able to contribute in the game?
Good question. I feel like the one I was most proud of, I would probably say Southeast so far, just because it was outstanding stats. I think he rushed for over about, what you rush for, like 100 and 90 or something like 200 close to it.
That's good that you can't
was
remember, because
amazing.
that's good, because Coach doesn't want you to remember anyway.
It don't matter what he rushed for.
Like,
He
for
walked the
real.
game.
But no, I went. I had like 260 for like 4 touchdowns, and it was just an amazing game. But like you said, we just moved past it and just ready for week 4 right now.
Okay. All right, Carlos, so your last look at memory lane, what was the first 3 games of the season, before we have a moment of silence and bury it under Coach's request. What was your best moment in the first 3 games, or the moment you're most proud of?
I'm going to have to say I am most proud of the Southeast game, like Elijah said, because, you know, we all had the energy. I feel like I did my part. Everybody on the team did their part. They all contributed to the 69-6 win. I did have like 600-plus yards that game. And just my receivers were all on, my line, my running backs, everybody. Everybody did their job. And I think that was a close to perfect game.
As you guys are getting ready for district, that means another level is required.
Yes, sir.
How early season success sometimes can blind you to the challenges. Yeah. How are you guys ready for the next move to district? Because everything in district means more now.
Yes, sir.
So talk to me about, you know, how the team or the locker room approach is now, understanding that more is required of you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's for me or him.
Whichever one wants to go first.
I'll start.
Yeah, take.
Yeah,
right,
QB is supposed to go first. He's not supposed to delay.
I
mean, this is not RPO up in here. But go ahead, Carlos.
Okay, so I do know it is more challenging and it is more important, but I feel like overthinking it too much is going to put too much pressure on our back and we're going to fold. So I feel like we still got to, play around, have fun, but we do have to lock in. We have to be more serious in practices and in the locker room. But overall, we just can't put too much pressure on it,
Elijah, would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And like he said, it's a time and place when to play. But, of course, playing is cool, but, like you said, it's that could be a early just you don't want to just boost too early and then – by the end of the, go 10-0 or something and get knocked out first round. Nobody wants to do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all in, just staying locked in and staying on film. He does a great job on making sure that we know our assignment, and he's big on that, knowing our opponent to where we can know how to beat him, you know what I mean?
One thing, Coach, it always comes to success is sometimes we start to lack discipline a little bit, not because I'm not trying, not because I don't care. It's just because we had so much success. Now I feel like I can do more. And sometimes someone has to realize in football that you just do what is required. But if I get all 11 to do what they're required to do, then we reach the goal a lot quicker. Would that be a good way of looking at that statement there?
Yes. No, you're correct on that. Is everybody always wants to do more because they think it'll help out the team. And I tell them is we don't worry about winning the game. That's one thing I told them in the beginning. Don't worry about winning the game. Just win your play. Each play makes up for an entire game. So if they just win the play at the end, you win more of your plays, you win the game. You lose less of your plays, automatically you're going to lose the game. But I still try to keep them rounded in because, like you said, it's early success. And, as a young man, as a kid, when you get early success, your head get a little big. And, sometimes in life, somebody got to humble you. So I'm the one who makes them humble, but I start requiring more for them as the season goes on, where we would start out where they would have 20 minutes a day of film. Then it went up to 30 minutes a day of film. Now it's an hour of film, and that's on top of the film that I watch. And then they got quizzes that they got to take, because if you don't pass the quiz, you don't play on Friday. I don't care if you pass. If your grades are good, if you don't pass the football quiz, you don't play on Friday, because I can't put you out there because you're jeopardizing my seniors. I always tell them is if you don't know your assignment, this senior he don't get another year. So I make sure that everybody understand their goal, their job. And, it's going to be busted plays. We understand that, but it's still requirements that we all have to meet, including me as a coach.
High accountability sounds like to me is one of the keys to success that this team has definitely put on there. Is there a statement that you constantly say to these guys?
We can't say it on the radio.
Okay.
Hold on now.
Wait a minute.
No, I normally tell them the same thing. It's just like in life. The faster you get done, the faster you go home. The faster you put up those points on the board, the faster you can come out and relax. You know, the faster you get your assignment done, the faster I can put somebody else in so I can make sure that they know their assignment so they can get that playing time as well. So our motto is the faster you get done, faster you go home.
Interesting that you mentioned that, because I've talked to several coaches over the years, and I don't know where this mentality came from, but I'm glad to see it, where every play is actually a reward to be out there for the snap. It's not just, you know, you've earned it just because you were doing it. It's about a level of succession in the fact that you're executing the plays, and that's the reward. Football sometimes can be a heartless sport, and it can be a great sport.
Yes,
because when you win, sometimes you just you forget about some of the things you go through. But when you're losing, you don't ever. You sometimes take for granted the opportunities that you had. So. I don't want to get into too much philosophy because we're going to run out of time, Coach. But what I am going to ask you is, when this team started finding the success, the goals you're telling me is to not end the season in 7 games for these seniors.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel about the seniors that have played for Classen SAS? What do you feel for them?
Honestly, it hurt me when I came in with these seniors, because most of the seniors I coached them in track, but I didn't coach them in football. But it hurt that they had only won so many games as a senior. You know, when you come from winning programs, you know what it feels like. But when you win two games, you don't know that feeling of winning constantly. So now you're looking at it, if you're not having a winning program or winning too much, no college is looking at you. And I told them when I come in, it's my job as a coach to make sure you get those looks, but it's also my job to let you experience that, because no matter what anybody says, who's out there listening now, they'll refer back to when they played high school football. They'll never refer back to playing elementary, middle school, minor league, pro. They always refer back to high school because it was still in the purest form, and you had all your friends that you grew up with. So when I came in, it hurt me that these guys didn't have that bonding of, man, I got 7 more games. That's the only time I get to see you, because life changes. You know, as Elijah, you know, he signed to Tulsa. He's going to Tulsa. We already know he's gone. You know, we got Aaron Underwood who's getting offers. We got basically Mason's getting offers. We got Blade getting offers. So we got all these seniors getting offers. But the thing is they'll never be that same core, because that's it. So I said it's upon me as a coach to basically coach them with pride and give them that desire to keep the winning cycle going. So when you walk off, you say, this is where I started at, but this is where I finished.
Guys, now that's very powerful what he said, because it has to translate not just from the seniors. It has to reverberate back to the juniors, through the sophomores, and through the freshmen. Is that message getting through, you think?
Oh, yes, I think it is. This year, I feel like everybody takes it more serious than they did last year, and Coach is he's big on, like, you know, seniors, this is all y'all have. So make sure everybody go out there, play for your seniors. Make sure y'all do what y'all need to do, because this is their last ride, you know.
Congratulations to those who are getting offers. Hope you guys continue success on that. So I'm going to ask you just a little quiz question before we get out of here real quick here. So in other words, this is on tape, so you better get your hold on. So my question is, my first question is to you, Elijah. What is something that the coach is stressing that needs to be done as you guys get ready for Bridge Creek this week? What is something that you have to get done this week?
Just emphasizing, just knowing our assignment and breaking down whenever we tackle. We know that they have a pretty amazing running back who can, like, he's a hard runner. So you know the hard runners, it's hard to take them down when you just arm tackling. So we just got to emphasize just breaking down and making great tackles, like, as the running back's trying to find his way to the touchdown.
Okay, all right. Carlos, what would you say? Now, again, don't get in trouble now. Don't put that on me. What's something the coach has stressed that you understand that needs to be done this week to get the win?
He has been stressing watch film, hydrate. So, because, boy, against, I think it was a Bethel, we had everybody going down with cramps and everything. So he was stressing hydrate all throughout the week. Well, you know, every day, even though, you know, it's not as hot outside, but, you know, you still got to take care of your body.
All right. Okay. So are we somewhere in the right area, Coach?
I'll let them slide till the morning.
Okay. All right.
We'll slide to about 6 in the morning.
I tried, folks. I tried really hard. So we're going to get out of here today, but we're going to continue to wish you guys much success.
Yes, sir.
I would love to come back on the show next week and talk about 4-0. because the object is to go 1-0 every week.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's
1-0 every week.
again, I hope you guys can, like get some more wins because you guys haven't won anything yet this year.
That's right.
The
We
coach said he hadn't won anything. This is the Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show. Sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metro Tech Technology Center, Kai's Concepts, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and the Oklahoma City Dodger Foundation. As we get out of here tonight, get ready for Monday Night Football on CBS Sports Radio. We got the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints getting dirty in the bayou. Make sure you don't miss out on that, folks, and we'll see you next week for the Coaches Show. Good night.